No, I just went live. I'm live now. Jason, you were spot on. There is 11% left for standard something processing. Where you at, man? Let me bring you back in here. Actually, I wanted to have another round with you guys. Have another go. That is my invite link. I'm more than happy to have another go with you guys while this is finishing its SD processing. Oh, yep, Steve, you're absolutely right. 11%. Woohoo! You're absolutely right, James or Charlie. I'm not sure who wrote that. It's probably the both of you, but yes, I am doing a bit of stalling here, but not successfully. Errol, what is up, man? How are you doing? Is it cold up there? Oh yeah, Errol. I want to have Errol. Can I bring you on here? I want to have a imitator. Let's have an imitator battle. I want to have one with you now. Let's do it. Hurry up. You turned down my challenge. No. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Errol, that's the link right there. I am waiting for you.
What about your Herbert?
He can't. Oh, let's see. All right, Angela, give me your best impression. But you got to turn your mic on. I don't know what's going on. I can't hear you. Errol.
Hello.
There you are. You're a professional. Your setup is legit.
Well, maybe, but I don't do imitations at all. I can barely do my own voice. Hello, how are you doing, by the way? Is that your house? I see that's your house.
Are you talking to me or are you talking to Angela?
Yeah. No, I can't see Angela at the moment.
Oh, this mess behind me is, if you could see the mess, then it's not my house.
When you were saying that there were a bunch of relatives over, is that at your house or you saw them on the stream? I was trying to figure that out.
On the stream. They're supporting
nice.
from afar. Well, not too far. They're in New Jersey. I'm in New York.
Not that I was trying to call you out about having people over. It was more along the lines like, oh, do you live with 100 relatives? Because, maybe you do. You live with your mom, your uncle, your sister,
Sometimes it feels like I do, but
yeah, there's tons of people.
So, Jason, what about you? You probably got some impressions or some imitations in there. Come on, man. Let's
it's really surprising. I actually genuinely don't. Me trying out different voices and different accents and stuff like that really only started once I started doing live avatar stuff. So I actually am not practiced in impressions.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. So we found out, and I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to make you guys go look through our Behind the Masterminds episodes. But one of our guests, he actually was the voice of was it Lilo or Stitch?
Ooh.
But not. It was for. It wasn't for the animated film. I think it was for like a sequel, or it was for Stitch. It was for. Oh, why'd you give it to them?
Oh. Sorry,
it was for Stitch, I bet.
It was for Stitch. Stitch, do you want to make an appearance?
Yes.
I know you're in here, but that's really up to
I
you.
was gonna say, try to remember what were you saying? Krista.
Whoa, that's pretty good. Like that's not normal, man. I can't do that.
Oh, how
Brenda said Seth can sing. Yeah, I heard about those vocals, man. I'm not sure if he wants to make an appearance. He was in here earlier. We'll see. Jason, Brenda also said that your villain voice is great.
that is probably my favorite voice to do. Hey out.
Let's see, Anne. How are you? How's Chris? How you guys doing over there? She said more time for drink. Absolutely. That's why this is round 2, and also why I'm stalling. And if you have some impressions, we'd love to hear them, or any thing you want to sing, you're more than welcome to come on. I put the link in there. You guys just need to scroll up. Let's see, who else do we have here? All right. My impressions is minimal. Like for some reason I always do Arnold because Arnold's so much fun to do. But then Cece's always like, oh, what about Herbert? You can do Herbert. That's not cool. But I can't do his whistle when he talks because that's next level. And then there's the easy ones like let's see, Forrest Gump and Shrek. If I was to do Peter, it'd be sweet, but that's about it. Like, that's all I got in me. But love impressions. If anybody got any, bring them in. And let's see, Errol, what was a memorable? So Errol just did the Tribeca Awards, and we heard a lot from you, unanimous votes. Errol, what was one that stood out for you? An escape room.
Oh, we've been doing a lot because my sister, all she does is book me for an escape room. So I've enjoyed a number of them and I've had a lot of fun times, but I'm not going to tell my vote stack. I think that's like breaking all sorts of rules. So I don't really want to, but no, there aren't any rules. I'm just kidding.
It doesn't have to be, it could be a name drop, just a shout out.
No. There's a ton of shout outs. I did enjoy the villains. Thank you very much, Jason. I remember you were there. Actually, it was really funny because I think they showed like the QR code for a tip, but it went by really fast. And it's like, oh, I missed it. So, next time, if you're going to do that, and for anyone that has a QR code, if anybody wants to tip, and it's not a bad thing, you might want to show it up a little bit longer. I know that also happened when we did a Pursuit of the Assassin. And all of it came up. It's like, oh, okay, gone. Oh no.
Any chance that you get to like improv in an escape room, I think it's just great. Like, I think it really, puts you behind the driver's seat of getting really creative and helping the avatar out. Let's see. So Seth said that he can't sing, but Shemp can sing. Does Shemp want to make an appearance? That's, you have the link. Let us know. And come on, you're always camera ready. Stop it. You definitely come in anytime you want. Stop it. Let's see who else is in here. We have Escape Room Ennis is in here. Oh man, Banshee's Curse. I gotta make it over there and play that, man. It looks so amazing. Let's see. We have Sky High. Rita's back here. Yep. Pursuit of Assassin. That was I agree. Very good. Let's see. I'm trying to think memorable ones for us. I think some of them were the ones that are in the award show, and also the other ones were also in the award show. And then there was the one that was in the award show. Yeah, so you're gonna have to check it out because those are pretty much the ones that we were ranking. I do want to ask a question, Earl. You kind of caught me by surprise when you mentioned the truth about Edith. You said something, and I was like, did I hear him right? Were you the voice? Oh, did you have some involvement on Edith's part? Like, what was – no? I must have heard something. Okay. Yeah, I was probably had a couple of way too many of these, and
I don't really remember half the things I say, so I'm not too sure. I might have accidentally said something, but no, I had no involvement in any of the rooms. So
okay, all right. Let's see. We're getting close. Cease, what is our
Quarter way through.
a quarter way through? Not bad. So what is this SD processing thing, which Jason clearly brought to my attention earlier? Like, because when I upload videos, they're usually not this large, and it's just like, you see it go through, and its process is ready and done.
No, in all honesty, I have no idea. Whenever I upload a video, I just move it to a different tab and then work on other things or go do laundry or something like that. And then eventually I come back to the computer and I could use it again.
Gotcha.
But don't worry, it will be done eventually. It'll be done for sure after we finish this or a subsequent drink. Yes. Yes.
Hey, everyone, Creators United is in here. All right. You guys, man, Lost Memory is an amazing story, man. It's just so beautiful. I think it touched so many people. I'm sorry. What? Yes, my wife actually shed a tear.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, job well done. Thanks for making my wife cry.
Well, you're very welcome.
No, but it is a very touching story, and we love games that connect with us emotionally. There's probably a few that did that for me, where I walked out, I was like, I need a minute. No, but it actually was like, wow, that is just. I can't put it into words. Like, you watch a movie, and movies is one thing, but to physically go through it and, to connect with the storyline and, have a lot of involvement in the way that it plays out is just, it's way more immersive to do it that way.
Well, it was our intention to make people cry, so.
Awesome. You almost had me there. I'm gonna say you almost had me.
We'll do better next time. We'll
Hand
try.
was in the tissue box, but I did not pull it out. But it was there.
Okay, nice.
Let's see. Sky High is back. All right. If you guys haven't played Casino Mortal, go check it out. Great game. I love your lobby, by the way. I almost didn't want to go play. I was like, I can just hang out here all day. Let's see. How much time do we have, Sis?
It was just a quarter done just a minute ago.
Yeah, I know, but I'm running out of jokes and wine and. Okay, never mind. My wife is gonna refill me. Let's see. What else do we have
But I mean, you
here?
can tell everyone if they're, hungry for dinner or want to take a nap.
Oh, yeah.
whatever they want to do.
So
Come back to the show.
I know there's a lot of foodies, online in general, but I know there's a lot of foodies in general.
What are you doing for New Year's? I'm interested. Is it an in-house party or are you big on a club?
That's a good question. What do you guys have planned for New Year's? I'll start with you, Errol. What do you have?
I need to find if there's a hotkey for the mute because I keep pressing it and then you say my name. It's like, oh, it's me. Anyway, I think I have a Zoom thing with my family, so I think we're all supposed to get on with the Zoom link. I'll probably do, right now I'm doing a lot of video game playing with my daughter, and we're watching a lot of K-dramas and different things like that. And then we're gonna go that Zoom link with my family. I have no idea what's happening. They just sent me an invite link, so we'll see if I can make it.
All right, cool. Jason, what about you?
No, just taking it easy, keeping it low. We've got a couple of games that we're playing, and New Year's weekend is actually turning out to be pleasantly busy, which is really, really great. We definitely need it.
Right, but is busy playing games, so that's a whole nother type of enjoyment right there.
Yeah, totally.
Let's see. What about you, Conzi? What do you have planned?
We're in total lockdown over here in the Netherlands at the moment. But it's my daughter's birthday tomorrow. She's becoming 6 years old. So we can't invite anybody, but we're making a party with some small fireworks and, of course, a cake and some presents. Just a private birthday party for her tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
Happy
Well,
birthday!
Yeah, happy birthday to your daughter.
Thanks.
What do you have planned over there in the UK? I'm sorry, Netherlands.
Is that me?
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
I'm going to play from Dark Park, the Sentas game with some friends tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I'm very curious to see.
I wonder how much of your day that's going to take up.
I'm not sure. I haven't checked it yet. Is it going to take that long? Yeah.
We haven't played it yet, so we're waiting for our copy. But definitely.
Okay, we'll start early, I guess. Okay.
And what's going on for Sky High for New Year's? Are you guys doing something with your lobby area, or you guys have something else?
No, we're also in lockdown, so only the online is available, and we're keeping it small for this year. So we're working on Painkiller, our new game. It's really a pain in the butt to get it working, but if it's working, then it will be a nice thriller adventure.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm getting some suggestions on things that we can do, which all seem like things that I would normally love to do on our show. Let's see, Myri, thank you for your suggestions. I'm going to take this one right here, which is a question we usually ask when we do our exclusive looks, where we visit companies and meet with the owners and talk with them face to face. I usually ask them, if there was no budget in the world, what would be your ideal escape room to build? And this goes out to the builders and also reviewers. I mean, because you play enough games to know what you like. If there was no budget, or if you could make an escape room out of a book or a movie, what would that be?
Oh,
Aliens.
Castle in the Sky.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Also, as a disclaimer, be careful what you give out, because someone might run with your idea.
I think Aliens will be a nice team.
Did you say Minions?
Aliens.
Oh, Alien. Yeah.
Aliens as well.
I'm doing it
Aliens
more.
will be good. But Jason has to do the talking.
Oh goodness.
All right, Angelo, bring it back. Hopefully your mic is working now. Mic check, test.
Oh,
By the end of the show, your mic should better be working.
Try a different device. Use your phone
Yeah.
or something.
I was thinking about making a Home Alone escape room. So having all the traps like with the burglars and stuff like that.
The original escape room. That's the
Yeah.
original escape. Well, escape house right there.
Yeah, so
Let's see.
a real house also.
Yeah. Jasmine from Quest Room, how are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Very good. What would be your ideal escape room to build, or whether online or in person or digital tabletop?
I think it would be cool to have a whole mall, like a huge ass, the whole entire mall with like a restaurant in the middle, so you can like go through the different areas and then take a break and then eat, and like that's my crazy.
That's amazing. That could be a problem for shopaholics, though. They might forget they're in the game and just start buying.
You're not gonna sell. Yeah, exactly. We could sell stuff too.
Yeah.
Whatever we do to make that money, right?
They
That's a
don't
really
want to
great
leave.
idea. I mean, we do have one here over in Connecticut, which is Escape from the Mall by Complexity. We haven't played it, but we heard great things about it, where you're kind of like, you have different stores. So each store is like a room. So you go into each store and then you have to finagle your way to get out of the mall and escape.
Yeah.
But
Cool.
what you're talking about is like an actual mall that's like large.
Yeah. The whole thing is an escape room.
I did say, forget about budget, forget about,
Yeah.
so that definitely sounds amazing. What about you, Sky High? If you had no budget whatsoever and you had all the money in the world and you wanted to do something from a book or a movie or original concept, what would you do?
I think aliens. Alien escape. So you come in a sci-fi setting, and then all hell breaks loose, and you have to escape the whole area and explosions and stuff like.
Wow,
Creepy stuff.
explosions. So you want to literally have people on a spaceship or try to make their way to a spaceship, escaping like huge explosions behind them. This sounds amazing. I'm totally all in, but I'm sure there's going to be some serious waivers like as soon as you start the game. Like,
It has to be safe, but you can make explosions look like real, but not actually real explosions. But
Right,
air, fans, smoke, lights.
Mm.
You can make it real for people.
yeah, I mean, it
And
sounds.
I think some people will also press the panic button and will leave the game soon.
Like they walk in, explosion. Nope. I'm not doing this. Let's see. Oh, Chrissy Atry is here from Escape Artist. How are you? What did she say? Legends of the Hidden Temple will be so fun to play. Oh, I think she was answering someone else. Sorry, I barged in on your conversation. I apologize. My man Stuart is in here from Trapped, Connecticut. I've been waiting for his game for the longest, which is called Tremors on the Track. He just sent me a video the other day. It is insane. And I'm from New York. I'm from Manhattan, so I know what New York trains look like. And believe me when I tell you, his attention to detail is insane. Stuart, you already know, man. I definitely want to come visit you as soon as that game is ready. And that game is called Tremors on the Track. It's in Trapped, Trapped, Connecticut. And I hope you like the show, Stuart. Let's see, who else do we have? Someone
Actually,
mentioned
on that,
Wow.
Brandon, another Chicagoland escape room is going virtual, Escape Artistry, and they do have a subway game called the Rail Car that's based on the Chicago Transit Authority, and it looks exactly like the interior of a subway Metra car. I mean, I'm originally from New York, Manhattan area myself, and I'm just like, I could definitely feel the vibes with this one. It's not underground, no earthquakes involved. It's actually kind of set up way high in a building in Chicago itself, but it's a pretty neat concept as well. And I love seeing and hearing other escape rooms that are taking kind of that slice of life component and making really cool stuff with it.
Right, right. Yeah, I love it when like I'm put in a situation or inside of a room where it could happen. Like it literally could happen. Like whether you're like thinking about what his game is, you're on a train in New York and then the earthquake hits and now everything has collapsed and you have to find your way to the surface. So what would that be like? And I think the only way to really like hypothetically put you in a situation is do an escape room. And I haven't like it's not done yet, so I haven't played it yet. But just from his idea and the decor, it just looks amazing. So, but we have played other ones like that where there was one. I'm gonna name drop a little bit because this one we didn't put on our list this year because we put it on our list last year because we played it last year, which is Mystique in Budapest. They have a game there which is called a pirate ship, and it literally is the whole front half of a pirate ship. Like you are climbing up the ladder into a pirate ship. You get to go downstairs to the below level. You go upstairs to where the flag is. It is insane. Like talk about insane. And the space that he had, he just utilized every inch of it, and he did a really great job. So shout out to Mystique in Budapest. Let's see. Someone said The Shining. Yeah, Shining. We haven't seen a Shining room. Well, I haven't. Maybe you guys have. Oh,
we have room 237 in the Netherlands that is based on the story of The Shining, so it's roughly The Shining, and I don't think the IP property is fully covered, but the room is themed like the room 237 in the movie. So the story is a bit about that.
Okay. This is an in-person game, I'm assuming, or is it also online?
Yeah.
In person?
Yeah. In person.
Okay. Let's see. Errol, what about you? If you can tell someone, I want to see a room like this. Like, here, let's say you were the richest man in the world. Said, "Here's the money, build it." But I want to see a room on the wall.
Well, I have so many wild ideas, but I think I want to revisit a overnight steam train sleeper passenger kind of escape room game where you might have like a lot of people on a train going somewhere and you have to get off or something like that. Because I have romantic notions of trains in general.
Yeah, same here. Anything that involves, I actually wanted to compile a video of all the train themed escape rooms that we've been on or played, and just to show the variations that are out there. Because, some are like cargo trains, some are like, trains from the 1980s, some are New York City trains, just to show the core, the design, but also show, the storyline, because you can do anything. Well, I feel like there's a lot that you can do. You can't do anything, but there's a lot you can do with, a train setting or a subway setting or even a train station game. And I believe, is it Lost Escape or one of the ones that are in the running? We haven't played their game yet, but they have a game called End of the Line. And it looks amazing. I haven't played it yet. I hope to make a trip over there to see it in person and play it. And we have more suggestions. Let's see. Ready Player 2. Oh, sorry, Mary. I'm infiltrating on your conversation again. I'm sorry about that. But we do have a lot of suggestions coming in. And hi, Namoy. How are you? Namoy from Sky High. She was also one of the finalists for the Game Master of the Year. Boy, did she rack in a lot of votes. And I'm not going to tell you if you won or not. You're going to have to find out at the end of the show. And let's see. We have someone mentioned Train to – oh, that's you, Errol. Train to Busan. Like it's you're absolutely right. I would love to see that come to life. Someone mentioned Jachin mentioned something involving Jack Bauer. Yeah, anything 24 related with the sense of urgency. 24, another original escape room, counting down to well, they're giving you a lot more time, but counting down to your fate. How much time do we have? These people are getting sick of me. Huh? Oh. Cece's up there. Oh, there she is. She's updating you guys in here, and it says 57%. Woo! We're getting close. 59 now. She's not on it. By the way, guys, I apologize for this delay, but again, it's a lot of things that happened last minute, and we really wanted to pull together an amazing show to make you feel like you're at the awards celebrating this insane and incredible escape room culture that we are all obsessed with. Obsessed is a strong word, and I use it because it's true. But yeah, that we are all proud of, obsessed with, come to know as, you know, a lifestyle, and things that we're just incredibly, you know, grateful to have. Sorry? Oh, Improbable Escapes is in here. Shout out to them. Seven Dwarves, great game. That's another one I wish I could play. I played in person, but remote was just as good. So the other thing is that, you know, we wanted to put together a show to really celebrate the escape room culture, but also celebrate like life and what we've gone through and what we you know, have gotten through and survived through. And in 2021, you know, just to go into it with a more upbeat, you know, take it on a high note and really just go into it, you know, with a lot more excitement. And hopefully the show does it for you guys, because we packed a lot in, as you can tell. I mean, it's rendering for the past like 5 days, but no, it's definitely a really, I'm pretty proud of what we have pulled together for you. And that brings me to my next subject, which is really the way that puzzles and deliveries are. So aside from Escape the Rumors, most of you know me, like I do music. My biggest passion is music, hip hop. I rap. I'm in a couple of escape rooms that are circulating around that you guys probably played or haven't played yet. But my goal coming into escape rooms, because music and the entertainment industry was there before I got into escape rooms, was to hopefully kind of sort of bridge a gap somewhere along the way where things could get creative, where you're still entertaining the enthusiasts who love to just go in there and solve and think like puzzlers, but also do it in a different fashion. So if you guys are, when you guys watch the show, I have put together, or I've reached out to one of the dancers that I work with a lot, and they've put together an insane piece where they're going to deliver something to you in the form of dance, but you're going to have to pay attention. You're going to have to decrypt, decode, decipher. So that's something I've really been passionate about, is really delivering things differently than just like, all right, here's a puzzle, unscramble, decipher, figure it out, give me a number, open the lock, boom. I wanted to do something a little bit more visual, something a little bit more artistic. And hopefully this is the first step to head in that direction. Let's see.
And James gave me a good idea. He said you should open up questions so that you don't have to be the one talking the whole time. Please let other people talk.
Yeah. So Cece, I'm going to translate what Cece said. Brennan, when you drink, you talk too much. Shut up. Let's give other people a chance to talk. So ask an interesting question. And I do have another interesting question for you. What, if you were to play an escape room, what do you feel like would be, what would you rather prefer? Would you rather prefer something to solve to get into the room that you're about to play, or just go into the room? Because this is one thing that we've talked to a lot of the owners about, is like decorating the outside of the room so it looks like if you're going to go into a Mayan cave, are you going to open an office door and walk into it and it's like, oh, now I'm in a cave? Or do you want to have something on the outside to solve to get inside of that cave? What do you guys think? I'll leave it up to anybody. Just go ahead.
Well, it's kind of funny you're mentioning that, because Casino Mortale has this awesome setup where you are needing to solve something in the lobby before you even get into the game. I mean, it's adapted in a different way in the live avatar version, but when we heard that the game begins in the lobby, we thought that was so cool.
No. I'm going to scratch that, Jason. It actually doesn't begin in the lobby. It begins outside in the snow.
Oh, yes, that's right. Outside. The garage. It's open. That's right.
Which is even more immersive. That was a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you can do that with one game. But if you have like 10 games, how are you gonna incorporate your lobby with all those 10 games? I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
Now, we have a second game in another location, so we can do this again. but it's not for all owners to incorporate your
Right.
your lounge in team.
Anybody else? Was there a game that like was amazing going into it, like just before you even started the game?
What was the craziest thing these owners have seen in their escape rooms? Any stories to tell from their players?
Oh, I'm going to give you an option. Either answer the question I asked you already, or if you want to tell us an experience of like the most craziest thing you ever seen when players went inside your room and started to play.
I don't know if it's the craziest thing we've seen, because, you know, we see a lot of crazy stuff, but in our room Amnesia, there's a, I don't want to spoil too much, but there's a room there that's kind of padded and a weird little isolated room. And how many people like to make out in there? And just knowing that there's a camera pointing right at them and still just going ahead and having a good time. It's an interesting. It's happened.
Jasmine,
so much,
it's the
so
new
like
movie
become
theater.
a big joke now.
They don't make it on movie theaters now; they just take it to the escape rooms.
Yeah, exactly.
Anybody else?
Yeah, weird. Real. They come back out. Like,
Like, yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
I'm coming back
You
tomorrow.
know that, okay. Right.
Anybody else? Any strange, weird, insane stories? Well, actually, Namori's in here. You game master for Sky High. Was there anything incredible that you see, or weird, or you want to give us a story?
Sorry, can you repeat that question?
Anything crazy that you've seen players do while they're in the room? Like what's a story like that stood out for you? It's okay. We won't tell the bosses.
Okay, well, my bosses are in this call. So they hear it anyway. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that people do that I think like, what the fuck are you doing? You know, I'm like, damn it. They break stuff, or they you know, I have one really weird story, and it's also kind of nasty, I think, but there was this girl who was about 18 years, and she picked her nose
and ate it.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Ew.
She's famous now. Right?
Yeah.
She's gonna be famous now. It's like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
All right. Jason, what about you? Anything
Yeah.
strange that you've seen? And don't say anything about me and Cece because we haven't been in the room. So.
You know, it's funny because like obviously we go through so many, and it's they just all blur together. But probably what I want to like the spin on this answer is the silliest things that I've done as an escape room player. Because I mean, I know how a lot of this stuff works, and yet I find myself falling into whatever situation is going in. So one of the things that I had done, myself and Andrew were actually doing Summer's Room over at Le Curio. And we were doing it in person. It was their Brothers Grimm one. And there's a point in the area where you need to touch objects, essentially. And the objects were metallic. So we were like, oh, this clearly is a conductive puzzle. And we know that the room is normally built for a higher number of people. So we just have to work really hard to touch these objects while holding hands. But some of these are like in opposite sides of the room. So we took off our shoes, our socks, and we're like trying to stretch all the way across to be able to touch these objects. And we're like looking at the marker, and we have to perform that activity a number of times with different objects in the room. So we're dashing without shoes on and everything. And so we sit with the game masters afterwards. They're like, yeah, we make it simpler for two people so that they don't have to do that. And we're like, oh, so you probably were thinking it was absolutely like they pushed the clue out to us being like, you don't have to just touch the objects you think you need to touch. It was like, oh, okay.
Right. So Jason, here's what I'm picturing. You and him with your belt off, pants fall down to your knees, holding a belt between you and
No pants off, thank goodness. No pants off. We were able to get body length, but yes. Oh, Summer, we're not the only people. Okay, good. I feel less weird now.
She's like, no, I just did that to get you on camera. Now I
Right,
got something.
exactly.
Let's see. Elizabeth Marchand. She said that one time someone left the game they were in, ran into a different game, and threw up in the prop garbage. This is probably not shocking to you guys. I feel like you guys are like, yeah.
Well, I see it running. I have a game that combines laser tag with escaping. And when people play laser tag, they go crazy, so they go running. And they often just break through walls or little hedges and things I put up. So I have to fix a lot of wood. People run through everything. So that's painful.
Yeah. I feel like having backup of like furniture and lights and batteries. Yeah, definitely. It's mainly because of these people who don't know how to act sometimes in the escape room. Let's see. We have. So hold on 1 second, James Dellavica. I'm calling you out right now. You are at an escape room, and you just finished 3, about to do a 4th. Where are you? What game are you playing? We want to know. Type it in the chat. We'd love to hear what you thought of the game and what game you're playing right now that's open where you are. Okay, so let's see.
Do you want another strange story?
I love strange stories.
It's a strange story about me playing. I played a game. I didn't know what game it was again, but you had to crawl through some venting, some ducting, and end up in another room. But there was like a little hatch on one side of the duct. And I thought, we have to open that vent to get to another part of the game. So I opened the little duct thing, the little hatch, and crawled through it. And it was like a dark space. So I thought, I'm in the right spot. And I started touching stuff, and there were cables, and there were all kind of junk. And I was like, strange. How can I do a puzzle over here?
Wait, you were crawling to a real duck?
It was a fake duct, but the hatch in the duct was there just for service things and not like a real duct to get to the next place. That was somewhere else. So I went to the service duct and was backstage, and the owner or the game master only noticed about like 5 or 6 minutes in, because they didn't have a camera in the duct system. They only have a camera in the next room. So they were like, the guy got in, but he never got out. Where is he? So they called through the microphone. Sorry, but are you still in the duct? And I was like, no, I'm in a dark room. And then the door opened on the other side, and they were like, you're backstage in the service room.
Oh, my God.
We'll close the hatch for you again.
All right, so I'm getting a lot of really funny comments coming in. I have to post these. Okay, so let's see. I think the first one I read was here. Where are you? Oh, by the way, James is playing in Tampa, Florida right now. So, I think everything's open down there. So definitely a lot of good games. Let's see. Lee Ballard said, a family with many kids came into some room in Israel, somehow forgot one of their kids in the room and drove away. Oof. Yeah, that's not good. Cece said it might have been intentional. It was a bad kid.
Yeah, those of us who have kids think it's intentional. It's true.
Chelsea said we've had a handful of people that use a toilet in our game Death Row. It's now part of the instructions that it's not a real toilet. Yeah, Chelsea. That I think that happens quite often when there's a toilet involved inside of an escape room. We've heard like horror stories. Let's see. Stuart said that he found 2 metal objects 5 minutes into the game and then touched them both, and they won the game. 5 minutes. They said that only happened once before. He guessed the owners just see the conductive and touch things. Yeah, gotta make sure you're checking everything. Let's see. See how much time we have? You didn't give us an update.
She said 95% in the chat.
95? Okay, we're getting close.
I'm
losing them.
A story about toilets. So the there's an immersive Sleep No More in New York City. And for the longest while, I thought that the toilets on one of the floors were prop toilets. So I would be like, I would always go back down into the main area, go and use it. And then I saw someone go in and I thought, oh, is there like a special encounter going on in there? And they're like, no, it's just a toilet. I'm like, oh, I could use these here. It was a life changer. Definitely saved me a lot of time running up and down the stairs. I've seen that show a lot.
I'm so happy that some of the bigger games have toilets in them.
Yeah, there are. We actually, what was it? In Budapest, again, Panic Soba, there was a game in there called Saw, or The Real Saw. So, the first Saw movie, you have like the toilets because the two guys are stuck on opposite sides of the room. So there's urinal stalls. And this one guy used it, and then he was like, oh, wait, was that supposed to happen? Like, because they were like, oh, you're gonna have to, what was it again? You have to pour something down the urinal stall for something to open, but he poured it in the wrong stall. So he's like, well, I could use the bathroom. And they were like, no, the door's open. They're like, no, don't do that. So that, I guess that's one way to really step up to the plate when you need to. Let's see, we have more coming in here. Once in a hidden door. Yeah, I've seen that before. I do have another question for you guys. So, well, not a question, because Jason had mentioned Sleep No More. If you guys don't know Sleep No More, it's an immersive experience where you're inside of, let's see, I think it's still at the same place, but it used to be a club. Now it's like a whole huge theater space that has multiple floors and actors that walk around. You interact with the actors. So here's a fun fact. One of the guests that we have on the show, the first time we met him or her was there. We were literally standing right next to them. And then totally was in shock. Cece was like, oh my God. It's literally him or her right there. And I was like, no, it's not. Are you seeing things? And I turned and oh my God, my jaw dropped to the floor because he or she was right there. And I was like, wow, that I should go to him or her. And I was like, nah, you know what? I'm gonna leave it alone. They're enjoying their experience. So just after you watch the show, you're gonna know exactly who I'm talking about, and you hopefully, or maybe you might be just as wild as I was.
I have a nice little how do you call it, VIP escapers story. I was in Las Vegas last year, and I visited the Penn and Teller show, and it was great. But the next day, I was playing some escape rooms, and Teller was in the same room as I at the same time. So it was very, very cool. So the first thing I told to him was like, I was at your show yesterday. And he was, oh, yeah, you went on a picture with me and blah, blah, blah. So that was really cool.
Wow.
That is super neat.
Yeah. Did he do all the work, or was he?
He was a good player. He really was a good player. But we were with a small group, 4 players. And I didn't even, what was the room called? I don't really exactly remember what the room was called, but he even went on another picture again after the room with all the players together. And it was very sweet. He was a good player, and the cool thing was that we were not like starstruck or anything, so we could really still play the game together.
Oh wow!
And we escaped together. I think we had some 6 minutes left or something. So
nice.
That's very nice. Not a very talkative person though. Oh, see, she just gave me an update. We have 1 minute left. For those who are in here, I'm gonna type. Oh, we're live. You guys check out the YouTube channel. I just put our YouTube channel in there. It obviously is the newest video. But enjoy. Again, I apologize. Thank you for putting up with me and listening to my shenanigans. And but I learned a lot from you guys. Like you guys, not that I don't know most of you already, but just to chop it up, always a pleasure. Again, one more time. Enjoy the new year. Happy New Year. Stay safe, stay strong, stay healthy, and keep escaping. Keep puzzling. Peace.
Goodbye.
Cheers.